I don't know if this is working. Okay, there's just at least 2 people in my chat. Can you guys like comment anything? I need to know if it's not just me and myself on this. Hi! Oh my god, it's working. This is terrifying. I wanted to paint something. It's just 3 of us right now. That's kind of awesome. Oh my god, I hear myself. Where is that? Hello! Oh my god, this is so scary. I want to paint something, but I don't want it to be like... Oh my god, Christine's gonna be so mad at me for not telling her. You guys, this is actually terrifying, but I wanted to paint something and I wanted to show you guys the process. It's so... Hello, I'm gonna be reading your chats in a moment. Let me just figure out what paints to use. I'm also shaking. Hi, I'm from the Philippines. Where are my Daniel Smith watercolors? We're gonna wait. No, blackouts are... It happens quite often here, so it's not gonna be forever. We just had a blackout, so I'm expecting another one. It's the title's like that. I'm not trying to be like cool or anything, but I do want you guys to like come in the chat not expecting this to be that long, or for it to end like in a good way. It's just gonna end probably. I'm looking for my... Should we just use this one? Oh, I look beautiful. Oh my god! Don't lie like that. There's no need. I'm honestly like pretty sure. I'm not sure of myself, but I'm not like... I don't know it. I'm not insecure about how I look, but like every time somebody like tells me, like either gives me a compliment, even though it's not like right, it's just, I don't know, makes me feel weird. The hands look good. Yes. Check out this brush that I have. Princeton sent, well, not Princeton, but Strathmore. And apparently they are like the same, from the same sister company. Pinoy Kari. Yes. Yes, my fellow Filipinos know the struggle of the blackouts. I'm gonna be reading... Well, I don't know if I should read you guys' comments yet, or I should start painting. What's your name? My name is Ham. I really would... Have you ever done a self-portrait? No, that's... Why would I do that? I'm kidding. But for this, I think I'm gonna go with something like... I saw this advice from Chris Hong, and it's sort of like balance where you put your details on, and for her it's either like in the shadowed parts or in the highlights. So I think for this painting I'm gonna try and take her advice, and I'm only gonna focus the shadows this time. Look at me. Hi Mingxi. I'm just reading you guys. This is the Princeton Neptune travel brush number 4. Adore you. Thank you, Akriti. I hope I'm saying you guys' name right. And fall. I love you more. Hi Ham. Hi, hello. Yeah, so I think the best thing for especially this style is to block out everything in one go. I know I want to go with a cool color, but I don't know which one to go with yet. Maybe Payne's Gray is a cop-out. It's just too easy. Should I go with green? But no, let's just go with blue. Let's see which blue works best. So this one I think is the warmer blue, ultramarine. This one is the cooler blue. Let's go with this one. This blue is so intense. Thank you, AJ. Oh, it makes me nervous now that you guys are telling me that you like my art. So now this has to be good. So yeah, the first Just tell me if the actually the lighting is good. I have a big lamp that's just going right on my painting right now. I don't usually film or go live at night, so I'm trying to figure out the lighting. I have a reference. It's on my video references board on Pinterest. And it also just sounds so bad right now, but like I just really wanted to go live. I'm shaking. That's so sad. So the first thing we're gonna do is just block out the colors. I want it to be really stylistic, so I think I'm gonna really use the same color for everywhere where there's a shadow. I'm gonna be reading you guys' comments in a bit. I just need to be quick with this. As you paint, can you explain how you choose? Yes, I will. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I wish I could show you guys the reference photo as I go. But in the reference photo, I can see that the shadows are at least very cool. So that's my one requirement for now. And also, this is more like experimentation. I just want to really do something with you guys, so it's not that the process is similar, but I'm not putting too much thought into what I'm doing right now. I just wanted to be with you guys while I paint. My son is actually sleeping in another room, so this is gonna be the one time where I can go live at night. I really love your real-time portraits. Thank you, Nina. I will be doing more because they're easy to edit. Guys, I'm thinking of getting an editor for my videos. I've just been having so many problems with my eyes recently. Watching from Tampilisan! Ayaw ka pressure. Huy, kinsa ni? Is this? I think I know who this is. Is this Art? Is this my best friend? Tampi. She's the only one I know. Or it's Dexter, who's in Tampilisan. Hi, Dex or Art. I miss you guys. Usually on the weekends, I'm with my friends. Don't panic. I know I'm panicking. Well, not so much anymore. I was when I started. You guys don't even know how long I was on. Like, I was on here just trying to figure out how this live thing works. This makes me feel so old when I do that. But yeah, the shadows in the reference photo are so defined, I guess is a good word for them. So it's easy to block out these colors. And we're gonna be pairing this with some very warm like outline for the highlights. It's gonna be so cool. Hyping my own painting. Let me see. My favorite artist. That's so hard. Like working today, probably Janice Sung or Lois. Tips on coloring. Tips on coloring skin. I always get stuck in the middle of painting. Skin, by the way, I love your art and been watching you for a while now. You're the one that really. Oh, thank you so much. Coloring skin, is it like painting with watercolors? It's different for like, I would say to make what's it called? English is hard, but like take notice of the different undertones that are in the different parts of the face. So it's very rarely just one block of color for everything. Oh my god, you guys. I think my video is... No, I don't know how to fix it. It's... Holy cow, that is awful. It's flipped on my... How do I change this? I don't want to. No. This is. Video looks great. I know, but it's flipped. I don't. I'm freaking out. What is horizontal? Vertical. Yeah, vertical. No, that was the wrong one. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Where is it? I am so dumb. There. So my life is a little bit late. I want to see if it's right. Yes, that one looks good. Well, yeah, that is what it looks like on, I mean, for me. It is actually flipped, but that would be awful because that would mean that you guys are seeing not what I'm seeing. And that's the worst when you like work on a drawing and you flip it and it doesn't look the same. But yeah, it would be the last thing I would want you guys to see. So this right here isn't really in shadow, but I just want to give that hint of hair coming out of her hand. She's grasping it. Yeah, it was mirrored. I'm not that good at describing things. So I think we're gonna wait for this to dry. And it's always an essential step in my Patreon. I always like, what's it called? Repeat that advice, where between stages I would tell them to wait for things to dry. Things aren't gonna look the same if you don't. As many people watching this video right now, there should be that many likes. And guys, it's okay. I do just, how many years you have done art? I'm an art student. I don't know how to learn. I think you're in a better place right now. I actually just want to move myself so you see me, and I'm not covering the. No. Move myself to the other side. Hey, look at me. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not really, I didn't go to art school, so I don't really feel like it's my place to give you advice if you're already in art school. It's kind of makes me, I don't know, like it makes me feel underqualified to give you any advice at all. I think learning will just come naturally, especially if you're in school, and you will learn so much more than what I'm telling you. Hi, Christopher Robinson. I like your brain. Thank you. Hi, I'm from Rome, Italy. I love your work. Hello, thank you so much, Manu. These are my Daniel Smith watercolors. I'm just waiting for this to dry before I touch it. I do want to show you guys the drawing that is for my next video. I know it's not really that big of a deal, but I wanted to show you guys anyway. This is what won the poll for my next painting over my sketches video, so I wanted to show you guys because I don't know why this makes me feel so, I don't know, it makes me happy, but it also makes me laugh. Look at this. I don't know, I did three pens, 3 layers of pens for this, so it's I don't know, it just looks so, it just looks like it's a lot, and I'm so excited to paint over this with my gouache. But yeah, I think now that this isn't dry, but it's oh my god, why did I do that? It's not dry, but no, I just messed it up. This isn't dry, but it is only damp now, so I think it's a good place to paint over it. Sort of have this wet on wet thing going on for just in the shadow, but also not as stiff as it would look if it was done like fully dry. Inspired me a lot. Hi Rebecca, I went to art school but I don't know how to draw. I see, the thing is I don't really know what to expect at art school. I think just in my idea of what art school is, as much as I know, but I think they teach you guys more than just drawing, which I think is so cool. I do honestly wish that I went to art school. It'll make so many things easier. Why did you decide to do art? I just drew so much as a kid, so and it was just a good progression into painting. So who was that asked me to explain my colors? So I really want to send a message to Christine, but give me a second, you guys. I'm gonna tell a friend that I'm going live. I told her that I would tell her. Yeah, so I should be explaining how I'm choosing the colors. So now that I have the shadows blocked, what I'm gonna do now is layer some skin tones over it. So the color that I'm gonna use is this very warm red mixed in with, this might be burnt sienna. So when I'm doing this, I want to make sure it's very watered down so it doesn't just, oh my god, I just saw art on Messenger, so it doesn't just somebody, you know, I'm not Indian. That's so cool that somebody thought that. But yeah, now that I have this color, this is mostly just a very basic skin tone. It's pretty, I think pretty cool, I would say. But I'm gonna use this in a very watered down, hi Patrick, consistency, and I'm just gonna go over some of the more vibrant parts of the skin tone. So right here on our collar, and right here close to where the shadows end. Hi, whoa, I can't believe my friends are watching for the first time. My best friends are actually watching. Hi, Art and Alex. That's crazy. But I just went outside of the shadows, but that's fine. We're basically just gonna fill in the values with the flesh color, but right now it's on top of that very vibrant blue. And this is like what's so great about watercolors, is you can really play around with what the colors look like on top of each other. That's crazy. This might be the first time my friends are watching my videos, and now I'm even more nervous. Silver Feather, hi! I'm actually have a video of premiering after this, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Watercolor is really not that hard to use. I love what you do. Oh, thank you so much. Nanik, as soon as you try watercolors, you'll see that it's not that complicated. really just seems that way. Oh, it was Akriti that asked me to explain the colors. Yeah, so these are just my flesh colors on top of the shadow colors that I already put in there. This is a very warm red and my brown. Just gonna put it right here on her cheek now too. And what's so great is because I left out that one line for the lighter parts of the shadow. You can really see the difference in the color of the flesh tones in what it looks like when it's on top of the shadows versus what it looks like just by itself. Is the reference? Yes, it's on Pinterest. I don't know if I updated it yet, but I will after I'm done. It's oh, Scarlet, the Scarlet. I forgot her name. I'll tell you guys later. It's on my Pinterest. Her lips. I have to be very careful. See, I just told myself I'd be careful and I'm not. It's hard for me to use paint. I can maybe draw with a pencil, but when it comes to paint, that's a whole other story. Well, I think that's where most people started though, and like it I was really on the same page before I started painting. Like I didn't start painting at all because I just for such a long time told myself that it's so different from drawing. But since drawing is really just values, it really isn't that much different when you think about it. And when you actually try it, it's not that different at all. It's just different mediums, but at the end of the day, you're just doing you're just interpreting a photo in your own way. Or at least I think that's what I'm doing. Agnes! Oh my god, my best friend is here. Hi, Ags. Do you prefer gouache or watercolor? Ask me on different... I'll give you guys different answer on different days. Usually, right now, because I'm using watercolors, I feel more inclined to say watercolors. But to be perfectly honest, it's either... It really depends on what time of day it is. But yeah, I didn't paint over her eye at all, but what I want to do is get this very cool blue again. Just go over the whole eye. I think it might give you a very cool result. It looks so intense, but it really will just dry too. Well, it will settle down when it dries. Or are you gonna repost the live after? I don't... Hi Carly, I think I will just leave it up. I don't really know how to repost a live. I will just leave it up for you guys to see. That looks so pretty. Oh yeah, the reference photo is beautiful. See, the thing is, when I get compliments on my art, I always take it as a compliment to the reference photo, since most of the time I'm mostly just working off what I see. So yeah, around those areas I am going back with my flesh tones, and when I would want to work with just a slightly less vibrant version of the flesh tone, I would just add in the same blue. As you can see, if you mix them all together, you get this nice and dark, less vibrant version of that red. So I'm just gonna take that color, shape out her eye socket more, and her eye bags. I'm just gonna take water on my brush and blend it out. English is hard. There's some days where I would spend such a long time just thinking about that one word when it's really so simple. I really want to get a watercolor set, but they don't sell here. Aya, where do you live? I think they're... I don't... Yeah, I don't... Maybe I'm ignorant, but I have always had this idea that watercolor was available for everyone. Are you going to give your drawing a name? I don't know. I don't think it's in my place because I'm working from a reference photo. I believe she already has a name. I just maybe don't know it. So that is for her face and her chest. I'm gonna take that same technique over to her leg and over to her legs and her arm. So mixing my same skin tones, making sure it's watered down, it's over some very vibrant colors. And also what I'm doing right now is I'm separating the shadows that are falling on her, so on her skin tones, versus the shadows that are not hitting her, like the ones that are just on her jacket that she is under. So I'm gonna take that flesh color, and then since it's too vibrant, I'm just gonna take that what was already on there, spread it out to the rest of her leg. I don't know why I'm so nervous right now. I think it's because for my other lives, I know most of you guys aren't online because it's always when it's convenient for me, it's always at noon, and I know most of you guys are asleep by then for your time zones, and so I'm not seeing the same people I see usually for my lives. Hi Van. Hello. I'm reading you guys' comments. Huh. I hope I didn't accidentally mute someone. Haley, oh, I missed this comment, but I'm using my Princeton Neptune travel brush. Thank you, you're great. Love your art inspiration. Lots of love from Puerto Rico. Hi, Carly. Thank you so much. Bubble Yon. Hi, Ham. I just want to say you're the reason I've started doing gouache. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I have a question. Are the green Mia gouache always transparent? Do you mean the whole set, or just the one color? I haven't used my Mia gouache in a while, mostly because, well, my first set got some mold on them, and then my second set I lost it. I don't when there is Mia gouache isn't that perfect, but the one adjective I wouldn't give them is transparent. They always seem relatively opaque. But it went missing now, and I'm pretty sure it's all moldy. Is Holbein gouache a good gouache for learning how to paint? Yes. Gosh, Holbein is amazing. It took me so long to really start with Holbein. So yeah, for my painting, this is just the same flesh tones over the shadows. But it took me so long to start with the Holbeins just because it's so expensive, and I didn't think that it was gonna be worth it. But in the end, it ended up being so worth it, just because it's so pigmented that I forget that you guys are seeing me. So pigmented that you don't end up using much of it, and it turns out to be very affordable, I would say. My very first gouache set I still have. My very first Holbein gouache that I still have. So I'm just making sure that this right here is darker. I'm hoping my son doesn't wake up. If he does, I'm gonna have to cut this live short. This right here is a shadow that one hair strand is casting. Gouache can mold, Jolene, yes. It's it's yeah, if you have like, if you're in the art community, like for now, like right now in Facebook, where a lot of my friends are artists, I've been seeing a lot of moldy gouache paints, and I think it's special to the, you know, the gouache that comes in like those jelly cups, just because you leave most of it exposed while you're painting and use water, and that could be contaminated. The water gets into your paint, so there is a good chance that it gets moldy. For tube paints, it doesn't get moldy that often. I don't, well, almost at all, just because your paints are contained most of the time and you only squeeze out what you need. By the way, guys, I'm still using the same colors. For these darker ones, I've started mixing in my palette the blue with the skin tone. This is actually giving me a headache, like this light, so I'm gonna move it like that. I hope you guys can still see. Hi, Stephanie from Esther Francis. Hi, Esthetica. Nice to see you again. Hello. Gouache and watercolor both can get moldy, yes. Holbein are so good, and I wish I started with the primary set. Wait, which one did you start with if not the primary set? Is it, oh gosh, if you started with the, I forgot what it's called again. But if you started with the Iridori, that'd be really bad. It's not a great beginner set. I'm just charging my phone. How do you prevent that? I had a watercolor container and gouache, but they're in tubes. I don't think they will get moldy if you're just using them in tubes. And I think it's best to just pour out as the exact paint that you need. You can always pour out more than, I just think that way it doesn't get contaminated. It's, if you pour out a lot and then leave them out to dry, there would actually be more chance of that getting moldy. I pimp mom. I actually do have an Etsy, and that's where I sell my original artworks. I don't sell prints. I wish I could, but we don't. I'm very far away from the city, and it's hard to like see the quality in the prints before I send them out, so I don't sell prints at all. I don't think there's a good, Agnes, I'm your fan since grade school. Agnes is my best friend. We've been friends since elementary, so of course you're I love you, Ags. I don't think there's one that's better than the other necessarily. I think there would be one that you guys would prefer more than the other, but yeah, gouache and watercolor is completely different mediums. I would actually prevent people from saying they're similar just because it's almost hard to get back at it if you've already like had this idea that they're the same as watercolors in your head. When you start working with gouache, it's gonna be hard to work with it. I think my first gouache set was the Arteza one. However, the package is not very resistant, and some of the tubes are very difficult to open after some usage. Oh, but Aesthetica, I think that those gouache are good. So, I mean, at least I've been seeing a lot of other artists use them. So I'm gonna go back to my painting since most of it is dry. Where's my, yeah. This is the same colors. I just wanna shape out her chest more. especially right here in the collarbone. Then bought the 5 milliliter set for whole binder Dory set costing what is 1k bucks? What um what currency is that? $1,000. That's too much. Don't spend that much on gouache, you guys. Well, unless you really need to, but I doubt you will need to get a Nirodori set. 5 milliliter set of Holbeins are a great beginner set. I would actually recommend that over anything else. But yeah, so I'm going back to this. This is my skin tone mixture. It's very simple. It's just a very warm red. It's Spiral Scarlet and Burnt Sienna. I'm trying to make note of the time, but what's it called? Purposely gone with a very vibrant color because I know it will go over a very cool blue, so it will start to even out when it's on top of each other. Making sure that I'm keeping in mind the values in the reference photo. So right here on our hand, the shadows don't actually touch towards the very edge of her arm. I'm just keeping it right here. This one I think is just too dark, so I'm lifting some of it out. But yeah. Can I buy Holbeins? Of course you can. That's where I got my Holbeins. I'm thinking of transferring them to pans, but I'm afraid of them getting moldy or not being able to reactivate them. Yes, Dedica, I would actually recommend not pouring them out and just using what you need for each painting. Well, at least because of where I live in just the weather, it like everything gets moldy. Even my my Sennelier watercolors got moldy, and I use those quite often. You look so pretty. Oh my god. Don't say it. I love the paints. It's the tubes that give me trouble. Yeah. Oh, the actual tubes. Oh, that would suck. Don't they come in like big sets? And Verma, I love your vid. Thank you so much. What's your favorite watercolor brand? I would say, because I'm using it right now, I think I'm partial to it, but Daniel Smith are my current favorite. I'm just now adding this stripe of shadow right here. And right here too. What's the biggest size painting I have done? My contemplation painting, that was pretty big. I have it on my channel, but I forget the size. That one was the biggest one I have. I know how long you've been painting. I really want to learn the way you paint. So pleasant, especially I think I started painting in 2019, so about 4 years ago. The benefits of this brand, do you mean the Daniel Smith or the Holbeins? Daniel Smith are nice and vibrant, but they're also very, I would say they have more personality than other watercolors. They're just so, they just move a lot on the paper, and they also have a lot of granulating colors to them. So Daniel Smith just has this very peculiar way about them. There are other watercolors that I use. They almost just behave very predictably. It's hard. English is hard, but yeah. They move in a very predictable way. Not these though. I mean, you can use them in that way, like what I'm using right now, but that really is the best thing about the Daniel Smith watercolors, is that they have so much personality to them. They're paints, but that's how I feel about them. So whenever I would need a darker color, I would just mix my 3 colors together. I'm gonna try and only use 4 colors for this painting. I think that would be really fun. Gonna leave out that area for later. Started with Schminka watercolor set, and I don't think it was great from my start. Later I bought a Pool Rubens that I enjoyed a lot in my... Whoa, really? What is up with the Schminka? I mean, what was it about the Schminka watercolors that you didn't like so much? I haven't tried them, so I would really love to know. So these are just my same colors again, but this time I want to really get them to be dark. This is the darkest part of the painting. Guys, I think in my next video I'm going to be very melodramatic. It's because I went to Jane Betta's channel to get inspired, and I saw that she was taking a break from YouTube. That was so sad. I wish it was just so sad for me, especially because I didn't see it coming, and also because it had been so long since she announced it and I had no clue. So yeah, Jane Betta not uploading on YouTube. Well, she didn't really say that she's leaving forever, but it was so sad to see that she's not uploading as often anymore. I wish I was painting along. Just woke up and I'm having coffee. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. You're having coffee. I want coffee right now. Creative phenomenon art. Daniel Smith watercolors are so beautiful. They really are beautiful. I've tried Holbein water HBW gouache. I haven't tried those. I'm looking forward on buying the Himi, I think, online. I wanted to know if you've tried it. I've tried Himi gouache. They were my first gouache set. And they're great. They're just... I think it can be hard to mix colors with them. Just because they have so much... I don't know what it's called, but... Not binders, but like they have other things. They have so much of the other things on the paint that it's not just the pigment. That's why it's so hard to get pure colors out of them. But as an introduction to gouache, they're great. I'm just gonna use this to separate her legs. I'm getting so... I don't think I'm gonna stay long, you guys, because I'm getting a headache from the light that's coming from this lamp. I'm gonna move it away. How about that? That's not too bad. Does your kid like art too? Taito, is that you? From Instagram? Yes, Bodhi, my son's name is Bodhi, but he loves to draw. I would always see him, like, he would always ask if he could borrow my iPad. He has his own iPad, but like, just ask if he could borrow mine so he can use the pencil. He draws a lot. Yeah. He loves art. So that he loves art too much, I would catch him like touching my art supplies. Not the ones that are here, funnily enough, like the ones that I use most often. He knows not to touch them. But like if I leave my art supplies outside of my desk, then I know there's a chance that he could like get into them. If you guys might be wondering why I'm leaving out this bright highlight for her bright highlighted area on her hair, is because I want to add very warm colors there. I love Jane. Her art is amazing. Yeah, her art really is amazing. How long have you been drawing? I've I've been drawing since I was a kid, so it's a really long time. I should be honestly be better than where I am right now. You're layering colors in the painting is starting to look artisty. Oh, thank you, Greedy. Makes me feel so happy. But this is really just 3 colors for now. I really think that I could have gone with just 2 colors for this. But yeah, I used 3 colors. Darn, I wished I only used 2 colors because that burnt sienna didn't really do much. And it'd be so awesome to say that I'm only using 2 colors. But yeah. I wish I thought about that. So now I'm just adding darker colors to where the shadows are the darkest. This time, instead of just layering my fresh colors on top of the blue, I've started mixing them on my palette. So they're more intense. Guys, I want to learn so much about you. I want to know what you guys do. I know someone somewhere just had a baby, so that's so cool. I know she isn't here right now, but she has been on a couple of my live streams, and I just think it's so cool that she's a mom now. Hi all. I love your art from Japan. Hello. It's me, the floral guy. Yes, I remember. Your art is awesome. It's just so good. I wish I could draw flowers, really. I'm gonna try and take off my glasses because it really offsets the colors and it's so frustrating. I can't see anything. How do you create texture in gouache, especially gravel in a forest ground? I would say just layer your brush strokes. That would be the best way to get texture out of gouache. It's very hard to get texture in the same way that you would with watercolors. I never understand how people can draw. I'm absolutely amazed every time I meet an artist. A freaking chicken can draw better than me. Cute drawing, by the way. That's not true. Economical gamer. Probably a little bit better at drawing than a chicken. I love that comment. But yeah, for me it's not that impressive. I'm not really great at anything else, so I should be good at this one thing. Schminka watercolor weren't the bad problem. The problem was that it was so expensive. Yes, they were so expensive that I didn't want to ruin them. Yeah. See, the thing is, Carly, now that you have them, you're at a great advantage because now that you have them, you can think about it in a way that is, you can flip it on yourself and you can say that you're wasting it if you're not using them. So yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it. But for her shoes, I think I'm just not gonna have red on them. I'm gonna use pure blue. Just layer it on top of the blue that I already have because her shoes are white. I don't want to add too much of a difference from the actual color. I actually think that it needs a little bit of the red just right here. I have a headache. I have some UV glasses. I have the same UV glasses, don't help. Sister. Not really a great drawing. I praise someone's drawing. Is gouache art really saleable? I mean, I guess so. It's just not saleable. Like, does it sell well? Most of my paintings that have sold are gouache but they're not sealable. I mean, I don't think. What comes up to your mind when you draw? Do you draw for the sake of it, or are you doing it with intention to post it and whatnot? I want to hear your thoughts on this. It's very different. It's different for every artwork. There are times when I would draw a picture because I know it would look great on Instagram, and I know that yeah, it would get a lot of likes. But most of the time now, I'm actually thinking of what the piece would look like after. If I'm being honest, I have to have it, and I have to think about what the painting would look like as a thumbnail, just because it's what I do now. I draw on Facebook, so yeah, is what I'm being honest, it is really one of the main things that I think about when I draw, is what it will look like as a thumbnail. So now I wanna just add, maybe mix it in with some of the reds, but add detail to this cloth that she has over her. It's so nice that my friends commented. I know they don't really watch my channel that much because they're all very busy, and also I think they may find it a little weird, but it's so nice to have them in the chat. How did you know to put the right color? I really like to keep it simple. For this, I'll use the 3 colors for now. For later, I'm gonna add maybe a very bright yellow, but it's just having those 3 colors as options has really made colors, selecting the colors easier. I don't use fixative on my gouache paintings. I'm scared it will reactivate them. I love your art so much. Oh, thank you, Nana Batsi. Through the years, it matches my will of style so much. It does? That's crazy. How did you know to put, yeah. What's your favorite Filipino food? You can't ask me that. Is it? There's so many. Probably. Tortang talong. Gosh, eggplants are so good. Or adobo, if I'm being honest. Pork adobo, not chicken adobo. That's just overrated. If you try digital, yes, I actually do a lot of digital art, mostly to plan my traditional paintings. How do gouache? Oh, like saleable. What I meant when I said they're not sealable, at least for me, is that I don't seal them like with a fixative on top, but I do sell a lot of my gouache paintings. It's time to go to work. Have a great day. Bye, Title. How often do you stream? Not often. This is the first time I'm streaming when I know there's many of you online. Most of the time I stream when there's not that many of my subscribers online. It's because of the time zone. I have a hard time drawing bodies and anatomy. How did you master it? How do you draw men? Because mine always, I love that men is in capital letters. I don't actually draw a lot of men. When I practice, I tend to draw men just because I'm not good at it, or at least I don't practice it, but most of my drawings are of women. There's a really great course that I'm taking on Domestica, and it's called Drawing from Imagination. I think that's actually great at explaining how to draw anatomy. And there's also Proco is such a great resource. When I first started learning, I learned most of what I know from him. Peanut butter oxtail, is it a Filipino food? I have a hard time. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Is that, I forgot what it's called, but peanut butter oxtail, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how I don't recognize food when it's a different thing. I love the way you paint them. Thank you, actually. Do you draw architecture or backgrounds? Not that great at them. To be honest, I do want to be better. So yeah, now that this is almost done, actually, what I want to do before I get into the details is outline the highlights with a warm color. So my head hurts so much from this, but now I can't. It's all blurry. What I'm gonna just outline the highlights with a warm yellow. I don't know which yellow I'm gonna go for. Maybe just this warmer yellow. New Gouache. Maybe New Gouache. Or maybe just lemon yellow. Yeah, I think lemon yellow would be good. The whole gouache was 450 ringgit, not 1 km, from Malaysia. Oh, hello! But I would love to get them one day. I actually order some of my paintings from Malaysia and Indonesia because there are sellers that are on Shopee that are from there. It's crazy. I'm very close to Malaysia. That's where I am in the Philippines. When is your next sketchbook tour? Those just make my day. I always love looking at other sketchbooks. Acryli, my sketchbook right now is not great for tours just because I do a lot of studies on them. I mean, on the one that I'm working on, so I don't know when I'll be able to do another tour. Actually, I think I've decided now that I'm gonna go with lemon yellow for the outline of the highlights. Is this a good idea? So I think I'm gonna zoom you guys in a little bit. Excuse me. But I'm just gonna go. It was the wrong yellow. I'm gonna try and lift it out. I'm gonna go with New Gouache now. This is a warmer yellow. That one is almost neon next to the very cool blue, so I should have known. Cool and warm colors, cool colors next to each other. It's gonna create this almost unnatural look. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of the red to my yellow right now. Yeah, that's perfect. Ah, what is that? Have you guys seen the movie Kill Bill? Go to my first memory of my oldest memory of a movie was Kill Bill, and it was the Tagalog dub. I just remember her saying "Hinlalaki kumalaw ka," like when she was having her toe to move after she was in a coma. It's not. You want to take a break? Hope your headache gets better. Greedy. I actually just want to finish this. My headache does get a little bit bad right now, but I want to be with you guys, so I think I'm gonna feel bad if I'm just moping. Don't torture yourself if your head hurts too much. Health is more important than us. Oh, no, it's not. You guys are more important. I'm kidding. How did you learn to draw? Please write what you speak because I don't understand much English. I'm from Algeria and these are words translated into Arabic by English. I'm sorry. I always say this, but I wanna do Arabic translations on my videos just because it's the language that is most requested. So I will, if I am gonna get translations on my videos, it's probably Arabic first. I just can't do it for now. I'm sorry, I don't have the resources. So you can see in some areas there would be more of the yellow, and then on some it's more orangey. I really like this. I hope I don't ruin it. You usually draw in silent or with the background noise, like listening to. Oh, I listen to so many songs. My name is Ham. My actual name is Hazel, but please call me Ham. I'm from Spain. Hello, Rosa. I'm learning Spanish. It's very random. I don't know. I've been learning Spanish for a while, but being self-taught, I haven't really taken real classes. I've taken like one-on-one lessons just so I can get used to hearing the language spoken, but yeah, not proper classes yet. I do want to eventually get into them just because I really want to learn Spanish. I think it's a great language to learn. So for here, I have a little bit more of the red. I'm just gonna make sure that it's here for her cheek and just right on the very front part of her cheek. Don't want to bleed it over to where the highlights should be. How did you learn to draw? I learned to draw from Proco, watching Proco's videos. Benvenido. What sketchbook do you use right now at the Ham? It's pastel crayon. It's my SMLT art stone book. Yeah, the orange and blue. I know. It really does look nice, doesn't it? I didn't think it was going to be. Oof, what I really don't like is where these colors have mixed into each other like that. So what I'm gonna do now is mix more of my Pyrrole Scarlet and the blue, so I get this really dark shadow color. I'm just gonna make that area darker altogether. Like Christina's gonna be so mad at me for not telling her. This really wasn't planned. I just wanted to talk to you guys. I'm not feeling that great, and so I don't know. I just feel like I want to do something I enjoy with people that I enjoy talking to. Oh, what is that? Where did that blue come from? We tried oil painting. I have actually, and I've also just have today had some of my orders delivered for oil painting. I want to do more oil paintings. Do you like to draw on an iPad? Yeah, I draw a lot on my iPad. Yeah. Hi, Raphael. Thank you. Yes, I did learn to draw from watching Proco's videos. Before that, I've been drawing very casually by myself. It was just such a great help to have his videos very available online. He's on YouTube, by the way. I think he does classes, but most of his stuff, the general stuff, are available on YouTube. If you're not feeling well, please take a little break, dear. Oh, thank you. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to take a break. I want to be with you guys. I want to paint as maybe drink some water. Looking at my laptop, I have a video coming up. It's premiering at midnight. It's 10 p.m. right now, so in 2 hours. I'm actually not feeling that great. I think I wanna. Do you have another hobby? No. I'm not great at anything else, or I don't have time for anything else. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see, but I'm finishing this right now. I'm just not feeling that great. I'm gonna go into the details now. Maybe I should wait until later. You guys are probably seeing up my nose right now, but I'm trying to look for my smaller brushes. I can't find them. Since I can't find them, I'm just gonna go with this. Raphael, don't ask me that. I lost my I lost my canvas for the 4th chapter. No, you're making me feel so bad by mentioning. I actually thought people had forgotten about that series, but yeah, I want to get back into oil paints eventually. So this is my darker colors. This is really just the red, the scarlet, and the Payne's gray. I'm gonna define her eyes. I don't want to say I'm being careful because every time I say that, I mess up. See, I didn't even need to say it this time and I still messed up. I always wondered, oh my god, don't wonder if the Philippines have art exams like in Malaysia. You have 2 papers here, first for theories and second is for paintings. Oh my god, I don't know. I think maybe the art students too. I didn't go to art school, so I can't really answer that. For this one, I'm gonna use warmer colors. I'm gonna try to be fancy. Raphael, you're good. Take all the time. No, it's just that every day I'm gonna get back into that. Did I just mess this up? I never saw how she looks like. You're gorgeous. Oh my god. Don't say that. Well, you mean the drawing, yeah, the drawing is good. Do you mix your mediums when you're drawing? By the way, hi from Indonesia. Hi. I do a lot of pen sketches and then gouache. I also do a little bit of gouache and watercolors, but not really much more than just those mediums together. I'm gonna define her lips more. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I really like that. Oh, art exams suck. I can't make art for exams. I need the lure of inspiration or money. Just think of how much money you'll get after you finish art school. Gosh, I hate how it looks like on the video. The lip color, it looks really dark. Buddy, where are you from? I'm from the Philippines. It looks so cute. I love what kinds of colors. Wow, there's something right here. Pyrrole Scarlet. Cerulean blue, is it? But it's a very warm, it's a very cool blue. And I used burnt sienna, but I wouldn't recommend using burnt sienna. I think it looks good with just the Pyrrole Scarlet. And then I also used New Gouache for the yellow. Bye, I love what you do. Kisses from Argentina. Hello. Oh, I had a friend from Argentina once. We have to create a full illustration in 3 hours, and they gave us thin paper, thinner than 200 GSM. Wow, the kind of things you guys go through. I really like hearing those kinds of stories. What are some artists you look up to? My favorite artists are that are working right now. Janice Sung, I love for watercolors. Jane Betta, and there's also Lois. It's a great inspiration of mine. I love you. What's your name? My name is Hazel, but please call me Ham. Even my teachers in high school called me Ham. Oh, all of my teachers, really. I have to leave now, Rafael. Thank you so much for sharing your process. Bye. Bye. Did you sell some of your drawings? Yeah, I did. I did sell some of my paintings. Not that many. I don't sell most of them. I'm just gonna add more definition to her cheeks right here. When you're drawing smaller faces, does it matter to put the details in there, or is it good to simplify it? I think it would just depend on the piece, really. Sometimes if I have this, if the picture that I have in my head is very detailed, I would still try my best to get it to be detailed, no matter the size. And but obviously it's easier for me to add details if it's bigger. Is there gonna be a blackout for real? Yeah, I don't know. They're usually in the Philippines, just where I live, if there's a blackout in the mornings, or if the blackout is short, there should be another one coming. I'm just waiting for it to happen now. What does RIB stand for in your YouTube channel? It's so cringy to say. I'm just gonna say it, even though it is very cringy. But on Instagram, I used to share my Instagram with my husband, and his name is River. I used to call him Rib because that is how Filipinos usually have nicknames. But my Instagram used to be Hamrib because it was both of ours. But then when I decided to post my art in there, we sort of decided together that it was just gonna be mine. So when I started my YouTube channel, I thought that it'd be a good idea to have what little audience that I have on Instagram and have them. I mean, it'd be easier to transfer my audience from on Instagram on YouTube, which is funny to think now because I have more subscribers on YouTube than Instagram. But yeah, I just used my Instagram name for my YouTube name because I thought it would make me easier to find for my audience. So over here for her shoes, I just made sure that I didn't add the same red that I added for his skin tone, so it still looks different. I'm almost done. What do you guys think? I really like it, but I think it's just because I'm not feeling that great. Are you a full-time artist? I wouldn't say I'm a full-time artist. I'm a full-time mom. My schedule revolves around my son and how much time I have away from him. Most of what I earn is from YouTube. I do also have Patreon. Yeah, most of my income is still from YouTube. Just gonna add the darkest details now. Greetings from Ukraine. Oh my gosh, hello. How old are you? I'm 27. Oh, I'm actually 26. I feel so much older, that's why. Bill Gates, hello. How is it to live in the Philippines? It's nice. It's what I'm used to, so it's hard to explain. But it is actually nice. I'm, I really like living here. My husband and I have decided we were gonna live here. We actually had a visa before to move me into his country, me and my son. But now it's just we bought a house here, so I think we're staying here now. Lots of love from India. Hello. No, watching process in art is really satisfying. Thank you, Gigi. Dr. Pawan. Hi. You look like 20. Oh my gosh, don't even lie like that, Rosa, but I love you for saying it. Rosa, you're the best. I know that's not the truth, but I love you for saying that. I'm not even kidding. Like, over here, people who are much old, who I know to be much older than me, call me ate. It's because I look so much older than everyone my age. I wanna be. Should I add more color right here? Oh, is this a good idea? So to add more depth to the shadows that aren't on her, adding yellow instead of the red. So for her, the skin tones is red on top of the blue. So for the shadows that are not on the skin tones, it's yellow on top of the blue. I'm just making sure I add enough red that it doesn't look green. I am Rip. Do you remember Isabella Andrea? Oh my gosh, Isabella! Isabella! Oh, is it from one of my other live streams? Ah, God, I have awful memory. I know I should remember you, but I also have like a really bad headache, so can you please refresh me? Did you draw this one from reference? I love it. Yes, I will have the reference on my Pinterest. Boom. I like that. I actually have my face on here right now. I want to prepare myself for more videos, instructional videos where I have my face on. But I don't know. I think you guys would be more comfortable if I was teaching you and my face was on here too. Maybe? Or would it be less distracting if I didn't have my face on here? I don't know. You guys tell me. Yeah, I want to do more instructional stuff. It's because I saw Jane Betta's update that she wasn't gonna be sharing that much on YouTube anymore, and it made me, like, I don't know, it made me fear things. Made me feel like I should be pumping out more content that is more to like build a community. Zara, I love you. Damn, have you gone to, what is that? May nakita ba akong mga ganun? What is, oh my god, I don't know. Prexy, what is that? I don't know. I don't really go to like conventions and stuff just because I live in the province and it's very hard to find conventions that are near me. And my nearest city is 4 hours away. gonna define these shadows right here. Getting dizzy. Oh, thank you. I want to do more of my face on my videos. I don't know, I just want to be more comfortable with it. You guys know what I mean? Like, I want to be more comfortable facing you guys. You know what this is like one of my favorite things is doing live streams. Yeah, so I think I'm done. I have a really bad headache, so I don't want to like push it too far and like just disappear suddenly on camera. Suddenly out of frame and like, I don't know, pass out. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. The painting is done. It's right here. Ta-da! Thank you guys for joining me. I think I'm gonna take a break right now. I'm gonna wait for my own premiere, and I will be seeing you guys again later. Actually, join me on my premiere, please. I think it'd be really fun. Yeah, I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye. Hi, bye, Bill Gates. Thank you. Bye. I'm waiting for everyone else to say bye. I don't know. Just bye, everyone. I will be seeing you guys in an hour and a half anyway for my live, for my video premiere. I will leave this stream up if you want to see it. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon.